Welcome to another episode of Nightmares of a King. I am here with Matthias Mckinnon.
What's going on? How you doing, my brother?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
I'm good,
Long time no see.
Been a minute.
I see it absolutely. So as we do here over at Nightmares of a King, this platform is designed for people that may be going through mental struggles or mental problems or have just issues going on. We made this platform to promote and to help people who may be having issues, don't have no one to talk to. So if you're willing to listen and just support, like, comment, subscribe. You know how it go.
Yeah.
But what's going on with you, man? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good mentally, physically, and spiritually. I'm like just finding the evens within life. But yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Happy
man.
to be here.
That's
I
a
appreciate
blessing.
you getting me on here, brother.
Oh yeah, so it's a blessing to have you on here, man. Like I always say, now that we got the intros out the way, let's talk king shit. That's how we do here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how we do. So what does mental health mean to you?
Mental health, I think is huge right now, especially for I think all type of culture, especially men. Like we seem to not have that vulnerable side of us to like express ourselves, or they say society doesn't let men express themselves, and if they do, they get looked at as a coward. So, but for me, it's just like you just have to find a balance, within yourself, like of acknowledging yourself and like what kind of like lifestyle industry you want to get into, and figure out what's the balance between your mental and everything else. But once you kind of could capture how you control your emotions and stuff of that nature, I feel like life would be so much easier, and you won't deal with conflict.
Right, absolutely. No, that's definitely important. Do you think like speaking like a platform that I have where I design, and I felt like, hey, I could have went a route where I'm selling people things, but instead I'd rather go a route where I want to talk about men's mental health. Do you think the conversation of men's mental health is important?
Yeah, 100%, man. It's like, especially now with like so much coming at us, like we don't get too much time to think about our health, our mental health. And I feel like it's right now, like this is awesome, bro. Like this podcast is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be dope because you get to get people and tap into different mindsets of people and figure out, like, especially like successful people or like just regular people, like see how they're thinking, and like us just talking could spark something between us that we never really took it from that point of view. So I think it's gonna be awesome that you have like something where men or anybody could express how they feel on a life that we living in right now.
Right, absolutely, because it is a lot going on. And have you ever suffered from like well, everyone has suffered. You can't even say have you suffered, because everyone goes through it.
Yeah. What's
some of the mental health issues that you
challenges
that you may face?
Like just growing up, like this my mom had me at 16 years old, right? And my dad locked up in prison, and growing up with a disability, a learning disability, you know what I'm saying? And I had like, a lot of like, that's why I do what I do, you know what I mean? Because I had a lot of like obstacles to go through to get to where I am today. And a lot of people probably don't know, because I don't really express myself that much, but I let certain amount out as I went through my process of getting here today, because it's like somebody needs to hear my story.
Absolutely.
Somebody need to understand I'm not perfect, I'm not just here just to show out. I'm here to like give people some type of hope of all type of backgrounds, especially like we have a disability, you be scared. Like I used to be terrified, bro, reading in class, you know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't read up to the par of everybody else. I couldn't grasp everything as fast as everybody else, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was a fear of mine. My dad, locked up in prison. When I used to go see him and maxed down, locked up in prison, chains on his wrists, chains on his ankles. I couldn't hug him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You go in there as a kid, 6 years old, over to 12 years old, where you don't really, you don't know what to expect. So that it's just I took a lot. I had to just football was my escape, man. I had people of all different ethnicities invest into my life, you know,
Gotcha.
and they seen something in me that I probably didn't see. Obviously, when you're a kid, you probably don't know what's your full potentials, but people can see that within you. All right, they want the best time into you. You know what I mean? Because you make their life much better. So just going through that whole childhood. I just be waking up. I used to. Piss in the bed, all type of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
People don't know that's
Cause
all
that was
mental.
traumatized.
Right.
I was traumatized when I was a kid, waking up in the middle of the night crying like one of my dad, but he couldn't be there because the decisions he made or positions he got put into. And I'm just so thankful to be clear-minded, not be so judgmental when I see somebody or somebody dressed this way. I don't judge them by how they dress. I just want to okay, we could talk. Cause I see about 500 to 1,000 people a day in my gym. So I'm just thankful to be open-minded to learn before I judge anybody.
Got you. Now, before we get to the gym, let's talk about. Now, this is all
Yeah,
good.
you go,
Before we get to the gym,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about the football. You know what I mean? So, like you said, you seen people seen you at a young age. You know, and they just took you in and okay, football. So you played.
So the highest level I played was professional football. So I'm gonna give you this whole timeline. So, 5 years old, I put my first pads on, and I didn't know what to expect, man. I got hit so hard, man. I was like, I loved it. I got hit so hard, I fell in my head. The dude ran over me, and I loved it. You know, I feel like that was like it. You know what I mean? I didn't know what it was, but it was it. Right. So I after that, bro, I just kept getting better. Like I was shoveling. I was doing a lot of landscaping. I didn't know what landscaping was, but I was doing a lot of it. You know, at that time, I was just going to people's houses, shoveling, so I could get my first pair of cleats, so I could get my first cones. I even still got my first cones to today at my gym. So you know, there's a lot of historical stuff going on. So it's as I'm going through football, I'm figuring out life and figuring out what's best for me and not let everything else distract me. Because when I get on the field, it's football. You know, it's being determined, it's being disciplined, it's being finished to start. You know, it wasn't never a sprint. It was always a marathon. So I was figuring out as I go. 5 years old, 6 years old, 8 years old, and meeting people from different avenues, and especially mentors really instilling me to work hard, to be consistent, to never give up. That gave me the hope of I could play in the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
It was really rough. It was rough as fuck, bro. It was rough as fuck. I ain't even got to the point where I went to high school, right? And up here, upstate New York, they don't educate us on if you want to play play Division I football, Division I basketball, you have to take these certain criterias to get there. Right. So I had to. So I got there. I was like, I'm gonna do 65. That 65, you cannot go play Division I. You have 65 average. Right. You had to at least have an 80 or something above, and you have the ACT, SAT to match that. And so I ended up going. I went to Bishop McKinnon High School, played there. From there, from there I went to Gyro Prep in North Carolina. So I had to go next year. I had to do a PG. It's called post grad year, where you have to take an extra year. You either want to develop your body or develop academically and produce on a field. So you can't get hurt. If you get hurt, it's over. You're gonna go JUCO, and once you go JUCO, if you don't produce, you're done. You know, it's just it's like cows on the field. Somebody not producing, next go. You know, so I went there, and then I lost all my offers. So when I came out of Bishop again, I had 20 offers. I had Syracuse all the way down to Nevada University, and then I lost all my offers. And then I was like, what's the next step? I wanted to go big, you know. I wanted to go real big, but I didn't have the academics. So I went to post grad, and then with the post grad, I did what I had to do. You know, they had us training like military. We waking up. That's why my mental was so crazy, bro. Because they would have us wake up 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning and do some army. They would drop us off at the army base in North Carolina, and we would train with them. You know what I mean? They would have us training with these big ass bags on us, pushing us through the mud, everything, and that just that just broke me. It broke me. Some people quit, some people didn't. I was like, my mom invested too much money for me to come down here to
Right.
give up. You know, I had so much on my back. I was like, I got to do it for my city. I got to do it for the kids. I got to do it for me, you know?
Right.
So that I got to that point, I did what I had to do. So I got there and I came home with no offers. No offers. This is about 2012, 2013. I came home 2013 and no offers at all. I had to come home. I was grinding, bro. This is what I was doing. I was waking up, eating, sending out 200 emails, going to the gym, come back, emails, go to the gym. I was doing 2 workouts a day, sending out around 400 to 600 emails a day to schools all over the nation. D1 only. D1.
Right.
I wasn't going D2, D3. Right. I was like D1. I had this in my mind.
True. You know what you want.
So yes, I knew what I want. You know, it was very hard, very stressful, depressing. You know, at any moment, be like, I have no hope. But one call happened. It was like 12:01 in the morning. My cousin he was helping me with the stuff. My older cousin, he helped me with emails. They sent him a email say 12:01. Oh, we want to give this guy an offer, full ride. You know, it's Wagner College in New York City, Staten Island, and they called me the next day in the morning. It was like, all right, we want to give you a full ride. I'm in my head. I'm like, I don't want to go to this school. This school's like, it's in New York. Like, you ain't about to go leave from here. Now I'm talking to my coach. He like, oh, snap. Yo, you could go here. They got a couple people in the NFL. I'm like, I give it a shot. And then I went down there, bro. And I went down there and just worked every day, man. Worked every day, you know. From waking up 5:30 in the morning, training, going to practice at 8 a.m., going to class at 11:20, coming back for film study, going my nutrition dietist. Like that was my whole 4 years. You know, whole 4 years was consistent football, breathing, eating, sleeping. And obviously me and people making connections.
Right.
But that was my main stream of life was just football, feeding it, eating it, sleeping it, you know, bleeding it. And it just take a lot of time, man. And you don't really realize it until you get done playing. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting to my 4th year of college, and I had a new head coach. He did not like me. He wanted the guys he recruited, because he didn't recruit me. He wanted his guys to play over me. So I had to work extra hard. So this is another factor and a stepping stone of me getting recognized by NFL teams, CFL teams, because they was every time I would have a game of 250 yards, 4 touchdowns, going off, you know, having a great game, they were like, oh, somebody else is starting next game. I always would go back down, you know. Say you climb back up to the tree, you know what I mean, you can try to get the apple. Right. Before you get the apple, you fall back down to the bottom.
He didn't even know the struggles that you had to take to get there. All he knew is what he recruited and what he wanted.
Right. They don't care. Like, people like, you know, it's crazy. They don't care. But I had the determination. That's why, I grind 65. I had it through high school, I through college. Like, I lived by it. Like, this brand pushed me beyond measures. You know what I mean? And I feel like anybody that really stand on 10 toes, never fold on what they believe in, it will push them beyond what they believe. It might be hard as shit. It might be like you about to die type shit, but you got to figure it out and keep pushing when everything is closing in on you. So I got to many points like that, and I just couldn't settle. You know, I just couldn't settle to be in the kiddie corner. I just had to, grow out of that and fight everything that was going against me. And at the moment, he was going against me, but I never let that deter me. I was always showing up every day. You know,
that's good.
I could be hurt. I had a I don't know if you've seen like a heel tissue misplacement. So it felt like somebody stabbed in the bottom of your foot, bro. I was supposed to sit out, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep playing.
Right.
I was like, put the little cushion on the cleat, and I still play. You know, that's how bad I wanted to pain. That, I mean,
you know what's crazy about that conversation is that's just college. You got like grown men in the NFL who are faced with mental health, and they got to show up to play, because if they don't play, they lose their spot, right?
Lose their job, yeah.
They lose their spot, so they don't even get a chance to deal with whatever they got going on, because if you decide, okay, today I'm gonna deal with what I got going on, today might be your last day playing for the team.
Might be your last day, last supper.
Right, you know what it's true.
And then when I got to the league, bro, still I was a free agent. Giants gave me a shot. I went there, got on the practice squad for a little bit, got cut. Went to try out for the Green Bay Packers, got cut. Went to Vikings, got cut. Boom, keep getting cut, bro. The president shit. Come on. like, this isn't my love anymore. You know what I mean? Because they don't really love me. You know what I mean? Sport don't really love me no more. But you start realizing, like my coach said, control you can control, expect the unexpected. And I always controlled what I could control, expect the unexpected, you know, and that just led me to success to today. You know what I mean? Whatever I have control over, I try to, have the best control over it. And I don't control.
It's part of your story. It's part of your path. I
don't control no one, man. Like, somebody feel this way about me, it is what it is, you know? Right. Next time we come around in life, hopefully we can have the conversation again. But it is what it is, man. You know, I'm happy where I'm at. I feel like the whole level, all the levels.
All levels. Now you got the beautiful gym. Before, in case nobody know, I was one of the ones. You know, when
I still got the videos of. People go like, know how big I get, bro. People go to the videos. I still got all my videos of everybody that was in my life. You know what I mean? No matter we had bad or good. Right. Everybody that helped me mold everything together.
Every season.
It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So I appreciate all you, Jordan, Mel, all you guys. You guys helped me out a lot, and I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing.
But that's
today.
just like I said. Sometimes people are in your life for a season. You know what I mean? So you may be here one day, and it's nothing personal. We just got to move this way. You know what I mean? So you got the gym. The gym is booming. The gym is booming, and you know, like now we seeing videos. So we seeing videos. We gotta jump to the videos. You know, we're gonna get back to the mental health part in a minute. But this actually, what we're about to talk about is actually gonna lead up to the mental health part, because you got a lot of people, celebrities. I mean, I'm talking the Shade Room. I'm talking this is fit. Actually, you tell me who's talking.
Bro. I didn't even know it was gonna be this big. You know what I'm saying? Like I always had fun with just lifting heavy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it just like, once I got my own place, you could kind of do anything the fuck you want.
Right. It's true. It's true.
How it all started was just, I was already lifting crazy stuff, tired and stuff. I had a couple of videos go viral, but these particular videos went beyond viral. Like, it mostly touched a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
of course it
You know what I'm saying? From all different sides, like people that was like, oh my God, like, how can a human be so strong? Like, I got to get up and go to the gym. Right. Oh my God, he's a dickhead. Why is he doing that? You know what I mean?
People could have been encouraging to some and discouraging to others. Because it's like, damn, I'm about to cancel my membership after that. You know, you seen it. People was mad.
Yeah, people was mad.
And you know what's funny? What's funny is it's like, you never realize how much. And you could say it's hate. You know, you say you ain't never got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. But you go through the comments and you see what people are saying, and they're like, man, it's crazy. Yeah, the comments and what people were saying.
Yeah, people ask me like, do I get mad? I'm like, I love it. I love it. I love every moment of it, because I don't get mad, bro. Like, I don't get mad at all. Why am I getting mad at somebody writing Twitter, like whatever they call it, Twitter fingers?
Yeah.
I don't get mad. I just be like, oh my God, that's brilliant. Like, I should do some more dumb shit.
Right. Yeah, because a lot of people was at, what was you thinking? What pre-workout was you taking?
Oh, so I was taking my, pre-workout, I was taking a pre-effect. Bro, everything I do is after a full-blown workout.
Yeah,
everything I do. So I'm so mentally like engaged with myself. Like, I could die one moment and come back and still do what I did. You know what I mean? Like, that's how like I just mentally built myself.
Right.
You know?
And what pre-workout was that? Because I'm gonna need some next time I can decide to go to the gym.
I should have brought it in.
Right, you should have, because a lot of people want to know what the hell you was on that day.
I was on cloud 9.
Oh my gosh! You know, so the first video, and I'm sure it was encouraging to put out another video after you done seen
the reaction.
This is 50, the Shade Room. Places the reaction of all of these videos put out. Taraji P. Henson, you know, a whole bunch of people, you know.
But when I first did the video, I just be like, oh, I could probably do that. And I try. I don't know if I could do it. Everything was like with the gym, like everything, the brand, like everything we doing right now is a illusion. Like we think of it before we do it.
Gotcha.
So I just was thinking of it, but I didn't know I could accomplish it. But I believed I could, you know. Right. So how that happened. I just like, oh, I believe I could do it. So I just did it, and then I wanted to show the world. So
Right.
I ain't know, like, I already had like a little juice on the social media. Now it's like too much juice, but it's much love, man.
Yeah, it was definitely some love and some hate, but you know, a lot of people saying, yo, after they seen that video, they say, you should definitely have him on your show because he looked like he mentally unstable right now. He's mentally unstable right now, so you need to sit down and have a talk with him. So I'm like, okay. Definitely need to sit down and have a talk in a conversation, you know.
Bro,
so
that is funny, bro.
definitely. So for everybody that don't know, you good, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
You good.
I'm happy. I'm happy as hell, bro. I got a
Okay.
dog. I got good friends like Gerard. You know,
There you go.
I got good people around me. I mean, my mom. I got my mom. Me and my mom is tighter than I don't think anything. We
Right. Well, I
tight.
can't, you know.
Yeah, so like I'm happy, bro. I'm
That's
just
good.
happy that every day I wake up. I wake up at 5:30. I gotta be at the gym all day, 16-hour, 18-hour days, bro. People complain, like some of my clients come in there, they complain about how long they gotta work. I'm like, y'all know what time I got up? Then they shut up.
Yeah.
Then boom, shut up. Right, but yeah, I'm happy,
That's
bro.
good.
You know,
And
I'm genuinely happy.
And honestly, if you're doing what you love and you happy, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes we'll be in a place where we're not happy and we really don't want to talk about it, and we do dumb shit. You know what I mean? So a lot of people seen it as dumb shit, but a lot of people seen it as encouragement.
Encouragement.
Right. So you were doing
and-
it for an encouragement because people like,
Yeah,
what is he doing?
Encouragement, and obviously it like exposure.
Right.
Like it's free
Absolutely.
exposure.
It is. That's
for somebody that
Right.
doesn't see the norm and they see that, they be like, "What the fuck?" And then
Right.
they share it. That's free exposure, free
That's-
promoting,
this
free
is what the
marketing.
internet is built
you know what
on.
I mean? Like I
Right.
use positivity, bro. I read like 4 or 3 books, bro. Like,
Right.
and it changed my whole mind of what I think. Like everything I think on, it changed because what I got brought up on, and then what I had to reprogram myself to like think how I want to live. You know what I mean? How I want to move, how I want to believe and stuff. So like I feel like it's just, you got to consume the right knowledge, consume what you want to be in the future. That's what I do. Like everything I do is I mean, it's shit is funny. I love
it was definitely, man. I seen it. I'm like, every time it's just like the unexpected. So more videos coming. They should expect.
Oh yeah, there's more videos coming. Like
Right,
since I got the juice on the world right now, I'm gonna keep juicing it until there's no more
Fox.
juice left.
Yeah, so no, that's definitely a blessing. How now let's get back to the mental health part. So men's mental health. Let's get back to that. So how important do you think fitness is with men's mental health? Like,
oh my God, bro! Like I don't even think I would probably be here if I ain't work out, son. Like this is the environment I grew up in. Like the people I've been around, I feel like I wouldn't be here. So working out helps me every single day. Training people to non-training, like it just retool, like it readjust you. I mean, it reprogram you to like.
So
be
let me
consistent.
Yeah.
Man.
So for a person like you who picking up couches and picking up the world, we not talking about you because somebody watch this video and they be like, well, of course he gonna say that. Look at his ass. He going viral right now. But a person that may be at home who's depressed and they trying to get past that depression or anxiety or PTSD and they like, man, well, I was thinking about joining the gym. What words would you have for them to kind of like say how important fitness is
to get started?
Right, to get started, how important
I
it
would
is
say
for their mental.
The first step you should do, right? First step is get to the gym. Like get to the gym. If you don't know what to do in the gym, find somebody that you think that look fit, or find somebody to think that like, or they look like they know what they're doing. Like start there. Like get to the gym and then find somebody, because you're gonna need push. So you gotta find somebody. Once you find somebody, do a 60-day, 30-day, because it takes 33 to 60 days to make something a habit. So once you make something a habit, you're gonna be consistent after that. But you just gotta start. I think just taking the first step, just getting off the couch, doing it, and then once you do that, once you find that tool of like being consistent in the gym, you're gonna start, your mind gonna start clearing up. Then you're gonna start figuring out what's next. How do I start a business? I'm gonna do this. But yeah, I feel like you just gotta take the right step, bro.
Right.
Like go with somebody like you, bro. Like you worked out with me or Jordan,
Absolutely.
and we was on your ass, but
Absolutely. Oh man, absolutely. Especially leg day. Listen, There's been many days. Let's address this. There's been many days that I miss leg day. You know?
Yeah. I miss.
I'm good.
I definitely miss the crew, man. But we obviously have we being grown. You know,
Absolutely. You see me here. You know, everybody's growing in their own way, which is a blessing.
That's what
you
I'm
want
happy.
that. That's
exactly.
what you want.
You want everybody to be their own person. So, but but I think you just find somebody that's doing it, and then take the steps from there. And then once you find the steps, you start figuring out your diet, start figuring out best plan for you, your lifestyle, and then you start knowledge yourself for like books. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Books is key. Like I feel like books change my mindset, like change everything, man. Change everything. And as you start thinking like that, I do a lot of affirmations. Like I go to sleep listening to these 3 hours affirmations. So while you sleep, your mind thinks, right? Your mind listening to these affirmations on this audio book, and then like it's unbelievable, bro. Like people think it's fake. This is real.
No,
it's real, son.
Definitely.
Like, you know.
Has there ever been a point where you felt like we talked about it, between it was football, between it was having your own business, where you came to a point where it's just like, and we all have it, where it's just like, damn, I want to give up. Like, I'm tired of this shit. You know what I mean? It's stress.
I had plenty of moments like that. I was like, fuck, damn, this is too much. You know, this is too much. But I just looked at everything I put in. I looked at everything I put in, all the days, all the hours, all the people that's dependent on me. Accountability is really important in that, bro. Like, I feel like accountability really held me to the standard of not giving up, not dropping the ball, you know?
Right.
Being like, cause somebody gotta come there, somebody gotta show up. I mean, you gotta have that accountability so you could show up. Cause if you don't have the accountability, you're not gonna show up. You're gonna be like, you're gonna start being lazy, and as you get lazy, everything start dripping off. Gotcha. So it's this accountability, man. And I definitely had days like that where I just like, damn, I gotta get up. But I reprogrammed my mind with these audio books. And it just changed my habits of what I think. I think no negative. I always think positive. Probably have like a 1% of negativity, but everything else is just, how can I turn that negative to something positive?
Right.
That's what all the comments. I turn all positive. I put heart eyes. I send a lot of hearts out there, you know? I just like everybody post. Oh my God, like, thank you for so much love. Like, even if somebody that's really like negative trying to put me down, I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. That's so beautiful of you to think of me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
True. That's true. Yeah. And that's the way you got to go about it and kind of like push towards it, you know? So absolutely. So here's another question for you. So, and this is not just me saying it because they have stats that's showing it. Most women outlive men. Why do you think most women outlive men? Because
we like workhorses. We like workhorses, and we obviously we hold all our stress in, and we don't. Because think about women, they got friends. Like, they express themselves to their friend group. Like, if she, like, the girl's going through something and she ain't know how to tell you, she would probably go to her friend, right? Like, I feel like men, we should do but we like, damn, we gotta be tough. We can't really. I
can't tell you what I'm going through.
We can't tell you what I'm going through because you're probably gonna judge me. It's gonna make me feel real bad about myself. But I just learned, like, you just gotta express yourself, or find somebody to express yourself. Like, express how you feeling, and then give a little support back. You know what I mean? So you'll be fine. You do it, pick it up. Keep moving forward. I mean, you need some positive. When you down like that, you just need somebody to lift you up a little bit. You know. Right. I feel like that's why stress is majority of what's in the hospital. Like, they don't talk about that. People that, like, there's a lot of people dying from other stuff. It's a little stress. A lot of people in the hospital because they stressed getting all this. They stressed out. They don't know what to do with it, so they start breaking down. Everything else start bringing down. Gotcha. You know.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Stress is, a man's stress does, and that's why I said this is why this platform is here to build kings, not destroy them. You know, because this is not too many platforms where you can go and talk about how important men's mental health is. You know, so this is why we'll keep pushing this, and we'll keep doing it until, you know, maybe it becomes a topic that's important. You know.
I think, bro, like, it's just like this fitness is key, man. Fitness is key. Everybody should work out.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean, I know some people can't work out, but like, they should like go for a walk. Ride a bike, something, you know what I mean? Something that's going to push your muscles to challenge them a little bit, you know, because we all need it. We all just need that blank space. Because when you think work out, I work out, I don't think about nothing but working out.
Gotcha.
Until I do some crazy shit.
It's definitely. Do you think, like, in relationships, like, if your mental health, no matter how much you work out, if your mental health is off, you think it affects the relationships with, like, either business or a personal relationship or even family sometimes.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
Like I try to get all my family members into working out, you know, because like the average years of a black male is only like 70 or something like that, probably lower than that, but it's not high, you know.
Right.
And I just try to tell them like all these people have like heart diseases or something going on.
High
side.
blood pressure.
Yes, yeah, high blood pressure is very
Also,
common.
Right.
I'm like you could stop that if you eat healthy. You could break off that genic that stuff that's passed down. You could break it off. You just gotta change it.
It's hard though. I'm not saying it's hard for me, but
he's not talking about himself.
I'm speaking for the person that may be watching, and they may say like it's hard. It's a lot cheaper for me to eat messed up than me to spend all of this money and buy healthy food. What do you say to those people?
But it's not though. Like you just have to do your research. That's how they research they research to put all those chemicals in the animals. You could do your research to not put all the chemicals in your body.
But
you know what I'm saying?
It's a lot different when it's in front of you. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing to order some pizza and wings. You know what I mean?
It's hard, but I think that's what fitness does. It gives you the extra energy to do stuff for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So once you like got all this energy worked up, you got all these endorphins burning, like you got all these endorphins got released out your body. Now you have so much more energy to do stuff for yourself. You know what I mean? Then you start doing those steps for yourself, you can help other people.
Right.
I think people just gotta stop being lazy. We live in a lazy society, man.
Yeah,
we just gotta
it's true.
We gotta
it's
get
true.
up and do what we have to do to see tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know,
it's definitely true.
Don't rush to tomorrow. Worry about what you got today, and then you figure out tomorrow.
That's true. So for like, we're gonna jump back into this topic too. Mm-hmm. So for like a boy that's like 6 years old who don't got his father, who may have a disability, what encouraging words would you give to them?
It's funny that you say that. I had a conversation with this Caucasian male, Italian brother, about his kid and him and his mom. The husband and the kid mom, whatever. They had like. I guess they have two different. They agree upon two different ways.
Yeah.
It's the same question you asked. It's like he's like, yeah, my son got disability, all this stuff. He's about 6 years old too. Mm-hmm. He just learns slower, you know. I was like, I was that kid. I was that kid, but just black. You know what I mean? I was that kid, black. But yeah, man. Like I was just telling him, like I this where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Right.
Why can't he be somewhere this or above me? You know what I mean?
Right.
You just gotta. Hey, you gotta find. I think sports is helpful, man. But they taking all these sports away from these kids, so they don't have nothing to do.
Right.
But sports, get in some sports, like get that disability, get that discipline. Like find a mentor that's gonna invest their time into you, because there's plenty out here. You just gotta find something that's gonna be accountability. Like you gotta show up. Your mom paid that $180 for the football. You gotta show up now.
Right.
You can't be like, Mom, I can't go. No, I mean you gotta show up. You're like, boy, I just paid $185 for your football. You better put them damn pads on, play football. But anything, basketball, shirt, jersey, you gotta this accountability and finding a sport to push you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Finding a coach is going to push you and challenge you.
So you think life would have been a lot different for you if you didn't have that sport?
Oh, no. Yeah, man. I would have been like my other friends. Half of my friends died before they even got to 12.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we grew up in Albany. This is way worse before we had social media. Now we just, like, this is what everybody's outside.
Right.
Everybody outside. Everybody shooting and stuff, you know? And it was spooky, you know?
Right.
You could have easily took a turn left and went with everybody else, but sports kept me in the right direction. My mom vested me to be in the best situation I could possibly to see the future.
Yeah, no, that's definitely, and it's crazy because a lot of like outlets, like we look at, especially coming from like, you know, certain communities, you look in like sports and what your community offers. Sometimes that is what saves you from becoming a statistic, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Like I wasn't supposed to be here today. You know what I'm saying? Like I was not supposed to be here today, bro. You know, I just pray every day. I just thank God every day. You know what I'm saying? Like even if I'm not saying God specifically, I'm thanking. I'm just thankful. You know, I'm really thankful. I'm really blessed to be here and impact people.
Gotcha.
Because especially in Albany, man, like nobody like doing nothing like, I mean, that's gonna like, damn, you know, I want to open a business. I want to do this, you know, especially from the inner city. Like, somebody have to do something. Like, I could have easily went to LA and like went out there. Like I got a whole bunch of friends out there, but I
Right.
wanted to stay here because my heart was here. You know what I mean?
Got you.
My heart was here, and I could say, I impacted these people. I impacted. I got somewhere. I got value in here. I value in here. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I could get people somewhere where they could live at. You know what I mean? Some people where they could like feel alive at.
Got
You know
you.
what I mean? Cause you go in the gym, you want a community that feels alive. A lot of gyms here, I don't feel alive, man. That's why like I'm trying to build. I am building up a community where people could come in and be their self. You
Right.
know, not feeling judgment from other people. You know,
And coming from, like I said, coming from that community to be able to come to a platform where you own your own gym. A little black boy with a disability, right? I'm just going back. A little black boy with a disability. Now he's a gym owner.
right.
You know, in the same community that he came, in the same area that he came up in.
Right. It might be a different community, but it's still like the same like county or whatever.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Still area. Let's just say area.
Yeah.
You know, of course, it's not exactly where you came up at, but it's still in the same area of where you're at. You know, so
a lot of people like, oh, I want to move. I mean, it's so toxic. You toxic. You need to fix your mindset. You need to change what you're doing.
Right.
Because what you're doing is gravitating to people what they're doing. So if you got a bunch of 5 people, 10 people that's doing the same thing, it's gonna feel toxic. It's gonna feel like you're getting sucked in a black hole.
Yeah.
So you got to change your ways and gravitate to people that want to be successful, people that want to be in, like, want to have some sort of like value to their community.
Right. I think a lot of that comes from like there are people that value the community, and then there's also people that feel like, hey, these people don't value the community, so this community will never get nowhere. So I think a lot of people, they up and they pack, they move either south or they move west. You see a lot of people move into like different areas of the state and moving out of where they came from instead of building.
It's like, how can we make Albany lit? I mean, like a good spot. I mean, every spot got a bad spot, but like, how can we have like these different like the destinations in Albany that we feel. Like we
need people to start believing in the area, and it takes more than one.
It takes more than one.
It takes more. I salute you for what you're doing because, like I said, you own gym. You know what I mean? You got your own gym. You know, and you allow people to come in and to make a relationship. You know, so that's definitely important that you not only are helping people in the fitness world. You're going viral. You're pissing people off. You're helping people. So you're doing a little bit of everything. You know?
And I'm like transforming from like the trainer to like business. You know what I mean? I like training, but I just feel like I have a bigger purpose, and I think business could be the way, like provide better opportunities for people or myself. You know, whatever I could do business wise, like just going from personal training to business, you know, like give somebody else, and I mean, help somebody else be the next better me. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's important. That's what I'm saying. I think that part is important because if you could tell me I can open a gym here, and I've never seen anybody of not only of my color do it, but of just in general of where I come from.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where I come from, and now you telling me I can open a gym? Like, nah, I can't.
It's funny that you say that, bro. About like 3, 4, 5 people came to my gym and like how you did it. You know what I'm saying? Like how you did it. I just did it, man. I just had an opportunity. These dudes was going out of business, and he's like, "You want to take it up?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" It's always been a journey for me. I was like, it was the best time to now to do it. So I did it, and then I had people of our color come in to me and like, damn, what you do? I'm like, you could do it. If you fail, then it is what it is. You have an opportunity here. You come be a trainer at my gym.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, no, it's true, but I'm just saying, like, do you feel like, I think a lot of people are scared of failing. You know what I mean? That could be a mental thing.
Man, I think you shouldn't be. I should be scared of failing. I mean, I could have failed at 8 years old.
You could have failed, and I think that's probably why you're not afraid of failing because everything that you done been up against. You know,
I just believe in the mind, bro. I believe in how strong the mind is. Like, you can fail. Like, if you believe you can't fail, you will not fail. Even if you did fail, but you cannot fail. Like, you believe you will figure out a way. So say if you starving your last meal, like you had nothing left, how are you gonna pick up and continue stepping? I mean, how are you gonna do it? How you gonna be homeless to having a home? You gonna figure it out. You gotta figure it out. Yeah. Unless you, I mean, but sometimes it's hard to fuck. You just don't know where to go. You don't know where to go. Like me during the business process, like a lot of things I didn't know. I'm like, I want more equipment. How did I do that? Like, how can I get more equipment? I didn't know. I had to research. I had to watch videos. I had to knowledge myself. I had to talk to people. I had to make sure it's the right investment. You know what I mean? Like, I had to go out my way to make sure I was making the right move.
Yeah.
And then once you make one move, it's like a chessboard. Something else gonna come. You know what I mean? Something else gonna come, either bad or good, but something gonna come. You're gonna learn from it.
Right. And business. And that's important because, like I said, you just have to make sure everything is lined up. But in order for you to make sure everything is lined up, you got to be mentally good first.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, they can give you the bag, they can give you the business, but if you're not mentally prepared or mentally dealing with whatever things that you got going on inside, everything you gotta just be, you know what I mean? It'll be nothing.
Because it's funny you say that. Like, I was talking to Hezi, I'm like, he's like, yo, you think it's the right time for you to be getting all this attention? I'm like, bro, it's the perfect time. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I am ready, like, for anything they have positive, because everything just been lining up. The right people I want in my life to help me out with, like, the negotiating prices, negotiating this, how I should move about the interviews and stuff like that. It's like, yo, do it.
That's good.
I mean, it's just everything lining up.
Well, you know, I support you 100%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I support all my brothers, but I definitely support you 100%. But I also, like I said, I invite you here to make sure you're mentally good. You know what I mean? Before you go, because sometimes people get in front of lights and cameras and they don't be mentally ready. You know, they won't be mentally ready. They'll just be accepting what they're getting because they're not in the place where they're happy. So as long as you happy and you grinding, I grind 365, you know, you got the gym. Give the people the address of where it's at and definitely come through. 18
Drywall Lane in Voorheesville, New York. It's about, from Crossgates, about like 10-minute drive. You want to get out there, get right. You can check out my social media platform, Matthias Mckinnon, all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all that. So
I know I seen TikTok. What we at 1 point?
We almost at 1 point. We almost at
we at 1.4, I think.
We at 1.7. We almost had we almost had 2 mil, man. I think 2 mil coming into the month.
Yeah, 2 mil. Yeah, that's what I said.
And YouTube going up too. Everything, man. Everything going up. I'm super blessed, bro. And I mean, I just want to be a difference, make a difference.
Good. And you got merch. I got blessed with. I got blessed with this. You know, you got merch.
Yeah, everything's selling out crazy, man. I was like, I had to take this off the website. I had to give my guys something because everything is going crazy right now. People that don't even know me is buying merchandise.
Where could they get the merch from?
You get the merch from iGrinded65gear.com. iGrindgear.com.
That's good. Yeah, definitely. Go support, get the merch. Now, we come to your gym. Could we lift couches and do all that crazy shit?
Oh, no. So that's only for exclusive. So you got to get the exclusive membership. That's $150 a month. So oh,
man. Listen, what's your response? What's your response to those comedians and those people that put those
comedians?
Right, those people that put that stuff out.
That's their job, though. That's their. To me, they have to be funny. But I'm happy to make them like to think of something creative. I mean, I didn't even think people.
It was funny.
I'm like, yo, thank you guys. You appreciate so much.
They said you doing too much. They're like, oh man. I'm like, I seen it. You know, then one said, we spending all this time in the gym while his girl, you know.
Yeah. You know what I mean? What does it say? Yeah, man, I'm just like, you know, I like it. You know, I like doing it. It's making me, it's fun, you know.
Yeah. And for the ladies, ladies want to, the queens want to know. You know what I mean? We got a king up, so the queens want to know. You know what I mean? Is the king single?
Yeah.
They want to know you're single?
Yeah, I'm single at the moment.
There's your answer, queens.
I'm chilling, you know. I'm chilling,
you
focusing on the future. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And that's what you got to do. Make sure you're mentally good and get ready for whatever blessings you got coming your way.
Nah, yeah, I appreciate you, my brother.
Absolutely,
for having me on here. I mean, last thing I want to say is, you know, for people out there, man, that you really discouraged at the moment, right? Everybody's discouraged. Everybody have them doubts. Everybody who don't want to be here today. Some people want to take their life, right? But it's somebody out there that love you. I mean, somebody love you a lot. You know what I mean? They care about you. They will bend over backwards for you. So think about somebody before you make a decision with emotion. You know what I mean? Think about it. And then, you know, make a call to somebody very important to you that been there supporting you your whole life, because we all have them people in our corner to lean on. We all got it. So if you ain't think somebody supported you, somebody definitely supports you. If not, shoot one of your your mentors a text or DM or some reach out to somebody, because I swear that like I didn't know. I mean, like a lot of people reach out to me like, oh man, you changed my life. Like the story you shared yesterday, I was about to take my life. You know what I mean? I got people all the time, man. You like, damn. Social media could be good, social media could be bad, but it's been so good because I just give out positivity.
And people, and sometimes I think, like I said, especially with men, we get caught up because we got so much weight on our shoulders. We don't realize how precious life is because it's so heavy. You know what I mean? And sometimes, like I look back at a bunch of people, like even celebrities. That weight of the world is so heavy that you don't even you forget how precious life is.
Right.
So it's easy for you to get distracted and want to go ahead and take your life and just be fed up with everything and just go ahead and do it, because once you do it, you're getting rid of that weight off your shoulders. But you're not realizing how precious life is really.
Yeah, man. Like I have a cousin, Cayenne. Like he goes to, like he one of my, he like a role model. I tell him all the time, like, bro, you strongest person I know. Son, you lost your mom, you lost your grandmother, like you lost people that was like really there for you, that fed you. You know what I mean? Like if you ain't eat,
right,
because they ain't feed you. You know what I mean? And they not there no more. But obviously older, so. Like, man, we got people out there that's going through it. You just have to reprogram yourself. You got to change your ways, man. You got to change your habits.
It's true.
It's not fair to take your life because you're being selfish.
Right.
I mean, don't be selfish, man. We all got accountability. We all got somebody to lean on. Just reach out to somebody.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. So, no, definitely, bro. Appreciate you coming up here. Absolutely, words of encouragement. The internet know what's going on. They know why you're doing it. You know what I mean? Everybody knows. So it's a blessing. And we're going to continue to support men's mental health, and we're going to continue to support you and anybody else that's listening. You know what I mean? Definitely. So tune in, and we're going to keep promoting and keep doing our thing. Matthias Mckinnon, man. I grind 365.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. You already know.
Yes, sir.